The universe ends when this god takes a nap. What if everything you know, every star shimmering in the night, every atom buzzing with energy, cosmic dream, every heartbeat a dream, one god simply decides to take a nap, and with that gentle closing of divine eyelids, a universe begins. Then, when that same God stirs just a slight shift, a subtle adjustment in their slumber, that universe ends. No trumpet blares, no catastrophic explosion rips through space, no dramatic countdown to oblivion, just the slow, almost imperceptible lifting of an eyelid. Welcome, my friends, to Vishnu's Yoganidra, the nap that makes every apocalypse you've ever imagined look like a mere catnap. Today, we're going to unravel this mind-bending concept. We'll explore exactly how this celestial slumber initiates and concludes entire universes. Why a nap of such cosmic proportions actually matters to us, and what this profound idea teaches us about our own small earthly sleeps. So lean in, because this isn't just ancient mythology. It's it's a radical rethinking of existence itself. Section 1. The primordial quiet. Picture this absolute tranquility, not the silence of an empty room, but the primordial quiet before sound itself existed. In the vast, boundless expanse, Lord Vishnu, the preserver of all creation, floats. He rests not on a cloud, but upon the colossal coils of Anantashesha, the endless serpent, whose thousand magnificent hoods unfurl above Vishnu like a celestial umbrella, sheltering him from the void. This isn't just any ocean. It's the Kshir Sagar, the milky ocean, pure, unblemished, and utterly serene. And no, there's no sugar added, just infinite potential. Vishnu's eyes are closed, yes, but his mind wide open. He's in a state called Yoganidra. This isn't some ordinary unconscious sleep where you drift off into oblivion. Oh no, this is conscious sleep, a state of profound aware rest. It's not a blackout, it's a heightened state of awareness, a meditative slumber where the divine is both completely present and utterly withdrawn. It's the ultimate paradox, a deep rest that is simultaneously the source of all activity. Here in this cosmic cradle, time itself isn't a linear progression, a relentless tick-tock of moments passing. Instead, it's a spiral, a cyclical flow. There's no frantic rush, no deadlines, only a deep, resonant hum. This hum isn't just background noise. It's the very vibration of existence, the unmanifest sound that carries within it the blueprint of the next universe. It holds the memories of this universe, It carries the essence of every universe that ever was and ever will be. And perhaps most profoundly, it carries the seed of silence itself, the fertile ground from which all creation eventually springs. It's a state of pure potential, a cosmic pause, where everything awaits its turn to manifest. Think of it as the ultimate cosmic hard drive, holding all data, all possibilities in a state of suspended animation. Section 2, the awakening and the cosmic dance. So, if Vishnu's nap begins a universe, what happens when he stirs? This is where the title truly comes alive. When Vishnu awakens from his yoga nindra, it signals not the end of his sleep, but the end of the cosmic night, the period of dissolution or pralaya, where the previous universe has been withdrawn back into potential. His stirring is the divine alarm clock triggering the dawn of a new cosmic day, a new cycle of creation Srishti. From the lotus that blossoms from Vishnu's navel, Brahma, the creator god, emerges. Brahma then begins the intricate work of manifesting the universe, bringing forth stars, planets, life, and all the myriad forms we perceive. This isn't a one-time event, it's an eternal rhythmic dance. The universe expands and contracts, dissolves and reforms, all in accordance with Vishnu's cosmic breath, his cycles of conscious sleep and awakening. So, when the title says the universe ends when this God takes a nap, it's a brilliant hook for a deeper truth. His sleep is the period when the universe has ended, and his stirring initiates the next grand act of creation. It's a continuous, breathtaking cycle of existence, dissolution, and re-existence. Imagine the sheer scale of it. Each blink of his eye, an eternity. Stretch, a new cosmos. This cyclical view of time is a cornerstone of Hindu thought. Unlike a linear timeline with a definite beginning and end, Hindu cosmology embraces an endless series of ages, yugas, and cosmic cycles, each governed by the divine rhythm of Vishnu. His yoga nindra isn't a passive state, it's an active, essential part of cosmic maintenance, a necessary reset button for reality itself. It ensures balance, renewal, and the continuous unfolding of divine play Leela. Section 3, Why the Nap Matters for Us. Now, you might be thinking, that's a fascinating cosmic story, but what does a god's nap have to do with my Tuesday afternoon? And that, my friend, is where the real magic begins. Vishnu's Yoga Nindra isn't just some grand celestial drama. It's a profound teaching, a blueprint for understanding our own lives, our own cycles of activity and rest, and even the hidden forces that sustain our very existence. First, let's talk about the necessity of rest in our hyper-connected, always-on world. The idea of deep conscious rest feels almost revolutionary. We're constantly bombarded with the pressure to produce, to achieve, to be on. But Vishnu's nap reminds us that even the universe itself needs to withdraw, to reset, to gather its energies. His sleep isn't idleness, it's a period of immense potential. It teaches us that true power and creativity often emerge from stillness, from those moments of quiet introspection and conscious withdrawal. What if our own small sleeps were aren't just about recharging, but about accessing a deeper wellspring of creativity and intuition? What if our moments of silence are actually fertile ground for new ideas and profound insights? Then there's the power of potential. When Vishnu sleeps, the universe doesn't cease to exist. It simply recedes into an unmanifest state. All possibilities, all future creations lie dormant within that cosmic hum. This mirrors our own lives. How often do we rush from one task to the next, never allowing ourselves the space for ideas to germinate, for potential to unfold? The divine silence isn't an absence, it's a different mode of presence, a profound state where everything is held in readiness. It challenges us to look beyond immediate action and recognize the immense power residing in the unseen, the unmanifested. Consider the stories from Hindu texts where Vishnu's silence isn't cosmic but deeply personal. Take the epic of the Samudra Manthan, the churning of the ocean. Gods and demons are locked in a titanic struggle for the nectar of immortality. Vishnu doesn't overtly intervene at every step. Instead, he orchestrates events silently from behind the scenes. His silence here is strategic, a form of divine play, a Leela guiding the cosmic drama without always showing his hand. It's a powerful lesson in trust, in understanding that sometimes the most profound guidance comes not through direct instruction, but through the unfolding of circumstances that lead to a greater good. And what about those moments when we call out, when we pray, when we desperately seek guidance, and we hear nothing? In many traditions, devotees undergo severe trials, crying out to Vishnu, only to be met with apparent silence. This isn't divine abandonment. Instead, this silence is often interpreted as a test of faith, a call to deeper introspection, or a lesson in self-reliance. It's a challenging yet ultimately transformative experience. The eventual intervention, when it comes, often carries a message about patience, unwavering devotion, and the profound nature of divine timing. It teaches us that perhaps the answers aren't always immediate, but they are always unfolding, often in ways we can't immediately perceive. Even specific festivals like Devashayani Ekadashi mark the beginning of Vishnu's cosmic sleep. During this period, devotees believe his withdrawal creates an opportunity for heightened inner renewal and spiritual growth. It emphasizes that divine silence isn't a void, but a different, deeper mode of presence, encouraging us to look inward and cultivate our own spiritual gardens for the world. Vishnu's silence during Pralaya is a cosmic reset, a necessary dissolution of the old order to make way for the new. This is a powerful metaphor for personal and collective transformation. Think about those times in your life when everything you knew seemed to fall apart. A job loss, a relationship ending, a major shift in circumstances. It feels like an ending, a dissolution. But just as Vishnu's silence makes way for a new universe, these personal pralayas create space for rebirth, for new beginnings, for growth you never thought possible. Philosophically, this concept resonates deeply in Advaita Vedanta. Vishnu's silence represents the ultimate reality, Brahman, unchanging, beyond attributes, the silent witness to all phenomena. It's the ground of being from which everything arises and to which everything returns. For Bhakti traditions, the emotional aspect is central. Feeling abandoned during divine silence can be a painful test. Yet, it often leads to a deeper, more intimate connection with the divine, forging a bond strengthened by perseverance. Modern interpretations of Vishnu's sleep are equally compelling. Environmental readings see it as a metaphor for the Earth's regenerative cycles, the planet's need for rest and healing. Psychologically, it speaks to the human need for reflection, for stepping back from the incessant demands of our hyperactive world. It suggests that perhaps our greatest breakthroughs, our deepest understandings come not from constant striving, but from periods of profound conscious withdrawal. Conclusion: the silence that speaks volumes. So, what does Vishnu's Yoganidra ultimately mean for us here and now in our noisy, bustling lives? It's a radical invitation to pause, to reflect, and to trust in the unseen. It's 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 a profound challenge to redefine what we consider activity and rest. Whether you consider yourself spiritual, deeply skeptical, or simply someone searching for deeper meaning, the story of Vishnu's hidden secrets pushes us to look beyond the surface, to find meaning not just in action, but in the vast, fertile spaces between. The silence of Vishnu, far from being an absence, is a different kind of presence, one that sustains, renews, and challenges us all. It reminds us that sometimes the most profound truths are not shouted from the mountaintops, but whispered in the stillness, heard not in words, but in the sacred silence between them. If you've ever felt the weight of silence in your life, your faith, or your ongoing search for meaning, take a moment, consider the cosmic nap, and perhaps, just perhaps, you'll find a new kind of peace, a deeper understanding in the quiet hum of the universe. Join me on this path of wisdom and self-realization. Subscribe now to Joyful Inner by Ken and awaken your inner self.